are the secrets of the mandala? Today we will find out from him. आज हम डॉक्टर प्रभाकर राव से ही जानेंगे कि पुरातन जो ये शास्त्र है मंडला वाटिका का, गार्डन्स इस तरीके से बनाने का जो एक पोषण देने वाला एक स्ट्रक्चर बन पाए, उसका साइंस, उसका क्या वो है, वो सब जानकारी हमें मिलेगा। अगला मंडला वाटिका कौन सा होगा, हम सर से रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे आज ये इसको पर्दा हटाए और हमें सबको बताए। We'll request Dr. Prabhakar Rao to please come talk about the next one.
Good evening, everybody, and it's such a pleasure to be back amidst all of you. I see so many familiar faces, people who have done the Mandala Vatika courses earlier. So lovely to see you on this busy weekday. All of you have taken time to be at this unveiling, as I call it. तो आज जो मैं बात करने वाला हूं, मैं थोड़ा सा मंडला वाटिका विज्ञान जो तंत्र है, मंडला वाटिका तंत्र, उस पे भी बात करूंगा। लेकिन हमारी जो अर्लियर पार्टिसिपेंट्स है, जो अर्लियर कोर्सेज किए हैं, उनके लिए ये एक एंथुजियाज्म है कि जनवरी का कोर्स, एक्चुअली काफी लोग, आप लोग रजिस्टर भी कर चुके हैं जनवरी कोर्स को, लेकिन हमने बताया नहीं था कि वो कौन सा मंडला है। इतना बताया था कि रिपीट नहीं हो रहा है, इट इज गोइंग टू बी अ न्यू मंडला, दैट इज व्हाट आई हैड प्रॉमिस्ड यू, बट वी हैड नॉट said which mandala are we going to do, and there are reasons for that, so that also we will discuss during this. So there are a lot of you I see who are not our previous Mandala Vatika participants. So we welcome you all to this introductory talk on the mandala that is scheduled for January. And what I will do is I will just play a short video. It's just about 8 minutes or so, which captures what the Mandala Vatika is all about. Okay, and for my people who are repeating the who have already done Mandala Vatika course, it is just be a refresher for you, hai na? So we will just start with this, and let me just share the screen, and after that we will come back and discuss more things about this particular mandala. So just somebody gives me a thumbs up if they can see the I am Prabhakar Rao, and we are going to be exploring Mandala Vatika. Mandala is the Sanskrit name for sacred geometry, and Vatika, as you know, it's the name given for gardens. So the use of sacred geometry in ancient gardens, that's really what we are going to explore. And why should it be so important? Because sacred geometry, if you explore, you will find that there is a universality to it. All cultures, all religions, all traditions, they have a solid foundation of sacred geometry. You take the Egyptians, the Sumerians, the Babylonians, the Phoenicians, the American civilizations of Aztecs, Incas, the Mayas, the Far Eastern civilizations with the Zen Buddhist mandalas, and even the more ancient, the Taoism, the Shintoism, you will find that sacred geometry pervades everything. So therefore, what is it? Is it something that is derived out of our cultures? No. Is it there in the way the architecture of the universe itself is created? Is the structure of DNA have something to do with sacred geometry? Does the way a sunflower that you see in the green screen behind me, does that have something to do with sacred geometry? Do all the mathematics and the geometry and the formulas that you see in this green screen behind me, do they have something to do with sacred geometry? Now, these are the exciting things that we will explore in the first part of this webinar on Mandala Vatika. In the second part of Mandala Vatika, we will explore the use of sacred geometry in the Indian tradition, in the Vedic tradition. You know, the Vedic tradition existed at least 5,000 years ago, but today the researchers are talking about 10,000 years ago. And these are the civilizations that thrived and flourished from Haryana to Punjab, and then the Mohenjo-daro and the Harappa civilizations. It is in that belt, the belt along the mythical river Saraswati. They were an extraordinarily advanced civilization in their understanding of the nature of reality. They understood certain fundamental truths that even today humanity is in the quest of. And they used a lot of sacred geometry. And one of the pinnacles in the evolution of sacred geometry in the Indian culture would be the Sri Chakra or the Sri Yantra that you see in the green screen behind me. And in this tradition of the Sri Chakra and the Sri Yantra, the tradition which explored that aspect of spirituality and spiritual development, it is, I would say, the mother of all sacred geometry. So any of the Western traditions that you take, like for example, the Flower of Life or the Star of David, all these can be derived from the Sri Chakra itself. Anything, you take the arabesque, the motifs from Andalusia in Spain, you take the Moroccan traditions of their very, very fine geometric forms. You take the Zen cultures where they use geometry in a very different way to mimic and replicate nature itself. All those geometries, you can root it from the primordial Sri Chakra. But Sri Chakra itself is a very, very intense and a very advanced science. So we will not explore too much of that because that's really not the purpose of this particular webinar. Here we are trying to understand why sacred geometry was used in Indian Vedic gardens. This is going to be the focus of the second part of this webinar, which will focus on how plants and trees, each of them have a certain vibration, and that is actually proven by science as well. Today we have so many machines that can actually hear what frequencies the plants are emitting, to the extent some people say that the plants will be singing, so you can hear the song of the plants. So you find there is tremendous amount of work that's being done to know that each specific species of plant comes with its own vibration. Now, geometry itself is based on vibrations, and that is the next part. The third part of the webinar will be understanding how science can create patterns. The science is called semantics. And in semantics, we explore how sounds like oo, om, him, cream, clean, so, they sound very much like Bij mantras, right? How these sounds can actually create patterns. They generate frequencies which result in patterns appearing from nowhere. That is the science of semantics. So we will explore the science of semantics, where we will actually see how sounds can create geometry. And then by using the geometry, the sounds and the plants, how we can explore deeper levels of consciousness. In part 4 of this webinar, we get into another aspect of Mandala Vatika, where the ancients understood limitations, because not everybody has the luxury of planting an actual garden in physical space over a couple of acres of land based on sacred geometry, waiting for, let us say, 20, 30 years for those trees to grow and then meditate under that. They did that, but they knew that there was a limitation to it, because the whole time and space constraints on that. Therefore, they developed something very beautiful. Plant parts are offered in a specific sequence with specific sounds and mantras. Now, all that creates vibrations which are said to open portals where we can experience the deeper levels of existence, deeper levels of consciousness, and get a peek into the ultimate nature of all reality. So, in the fourth part of this webinar, we will actually teach you how to draw tabletop on a piece of paper, how to draw that mandala, and then how to populate it with the plants with very specific frequencies. And then there's a very simple chants, and then there is a meditation that will come with this. So it's a tabletop mandala vatika that will be created, which is nothing but a miniaturized mandala vatika that would actually have been at some point of time in physical space, huge gardens based on sacred geometry in the ancient times. So you will have a tabletop version of that on which you would be able to chant or listen to chants, and then go through a set of guided meditations. So in a nutshell, this is what Mandala Vatika is all about. This particular course will be conducted through webinars. We will provide you not just your participation in the webinar, but also we provide you soft copies of way to draw those particular mandalas, the soft copy which has the details of all the plants, how to identify the plant in your garden or outside, what kind of plant part you bring. You will also have video recordings and audio recordings of the chants, and all that will be packaged and given to you so that you can revive this ancient science of Mandala Vatika in the confines of your homes, in the comfort of your homes, and experience what the ancients experienced in those distant days of the past, in the Vedic traditions, where they would actually sit in these gardens, meditate, and get a peek at the underlying nature of all reality.
So, for those who are new to this science of Mandala Vatika, that was a synopsis, that was a brief. तो ये विज्ञान जो है प्राचीन विज्ञान है हमारा, बहुत पुराना है, लेकिन कुछ 1000 साल या 500 साल में जो है we have completely lost it. तो with the blessings of Pujya Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar ji, we have been able to revive this ancient tradition, है ना? So I have been researching Mandala Vatika science for more than 15 years now. And my first exposure to this came when I did research on a garden that Guruji had asked me to make in the Bangalore ashram. It's presently called Radha Kunj. And when I started researching ki Vedic gardens ka principles kya tha, what were the siddhant kya tha Vedic gardens ki design ki. So at that time, I came across these wonderful science, and I found this in Germany. हमें मिला था ये Heidelberg University की उधर एक लाइब्रेरी है जिसका नाम है Indische Bibliothek, जिसमें मैक्स म्यूलर एक बहुत ही महान आदमी था, वो बहुत ही संस्कृत पे उसका बहुत इंटरेस्ट था, and he was a major Indologist. So he had taken some of the very precious manuscripts for safekeeping in the Indische Bibliothek. And there I found this magnificent science. So this science of Mandala Vatika is a very exciting science, and all of you who have done our earlier courses know about it. and the experiences that all of you have had, आपने जितना भी शेयर किया है हमारे फेसबुक पेज पे, through mails to me, on our groups, and I saw even during Navratri many of you did the mandalas of Durga Devi. Then during Vinayak Chaturthi you did the Ganesh mandala again. Then for Diwali you did the Varalakshmi Varamahalakshmi mandala. So all beautiful experiences. So ये बहुत ही, and it's only through the Guru Tattva of a living master that this kind of knowledge can come to us, है ना? So what did we understand from our earlier courses, and what do I want to tell about this January course? So before I tell you what mandala it is, let us just recap quickly. First thing, मैं पहली ये बात मैं स्पष्ट करना चाहता हूं कि अगर आप पहले कोई मंडला की कोर्स नहीं किया हो, इसका कोई वजह नहीं है कि आप जनवरी की कोर्स नहीं कर पाएंगे. आप बिल्कुल बैठ सकते हैं, बिकॉज हर कोर्स संपूर्ण है. Each course is complete in itself. Even if you have not done the earlier courses, you can do the course that is coming up in January. It will be complete in itself. Okay, so just like people who did Durga Mandala Vatika, they may not have done the earlier Vatikas of Siddhivinayaka or Varamahalakshmi, but that did not stop them from getting the full benefit of Durga Mandala Vatika. Similarly, January Mandala Vatika, even if you have never sat in a Mandala Vatika course, it will be complete. It will be totally complete. So what is, if I have to just say in a very nutshell, what does Mandala Vatika do? This course, in this course, why you should do it, then I will put it like this. Ki, this is a course where you understand how creation happens. This is actually a course जहां आप बैठ के आप सृष्टिकार बन जाएंगे पूरा ब्रह्मांड का. You actually become the creator. That is the power of this course. And you understand कि this total creation is nothing but fields. माने कि जो हम तत्व बोलते हैं, जैसे हम बोलते हैं शिव की तत्व होता है, ब्रह्म की तत्व, और विष्णु तत्व, और देवी तत्व. We in Indian culture we talk about tattvas. Tattvas are nothing but, people call it energies or people call it consciousness, but actually it is nothing but a field. Jaise, what is a field? Suppose I took a magnet. Okay, if I take the magnet and I bring North Pole and North Pole together, it will push apart. Or if I bring North Pole and South Pole together, it will pull. What is in between the magnet which is pulling? What is it? See, there must be something there. तभी तो वो attraction या repulsion हो रहा है ना magnet का. तो magnet के दो टुकड़े के बीच में क्या है? That is a field. And उसको हमारी संस्कृति में we call it a तत्व. तो understanding that ये पूरा ब्रह्मांड जो है, it is only a interplay. बहुत सारी combinations, बहुत सारी permutations and combinations and interactions of various wave fields, and वो fields की interaction से ये पूरा ब्रह्मांड बनता है. This rich tapestry of the universe is created by nothing other than the interaction of fields. So we see this from the perspective of science. So I talk to you about cutting edge scientific research. आज की वास्तव में लेटेस्ट रिसर्च क्या है? साइंस क्या बोल रहा है? ये ब्रह्मांड कैसा बना, या ये ब्रह्मांड जो है वो किससे बना हुआ है? We go into that. We talk about the fields. We talk about how the interaction of the fields happens. And then we talk about how the latest in understanding in our Vedas. देखिए, वैदिक नॉलेज तो हमारा परंपरा है, हमारा संस्कृति है, बट लेकिन कितने लोगों को जो एसेंस है वेदास का, वो एसेंस कितने लोगों को पता है? बहुत कम लोगों को पता है. वेरी फ्यू पीपल नो द रियल एसेंस of the Vedic knowledge. Why? Because this knowledge was kept very secret. It is only in the recent, maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 years, where enlightened masters of today, like our Pujya Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar ji, and other masters also, they have started to open this knowledge to the people. So we go into very, very, very core texts of the Vedas, like Nasadiya Sukta. In Nasadiya Sukta, the Vedas talk about creation, how creation happened. The Devata to whom the Nasadiya Sukta is attributed. देखिए, जब भी कोई मंत्र होता है, उसका एक देवता होता है, देवी या देवता होता है. Then there is a rishi, then there is a chandas. ये सब होता है ना. कोई भी मंत्र है तो उसका ये सब होता है. The devata, that means the wave function or the field to which the Nasadiya Sukta invokes, that devata is called Bhava Vritti. Bhava Vritti. And the Rishi is Parameshti Prajapati. Parameshti Prajapati. Now, if you see, if in this course, we will go to try and understand who is Parameshti Prajapati. Was he a Rishi, actually a Rishi? Or are they saying something there? Bhava Vritti. Have you ever heard of a god by the name Bhava Vritti? You've never heard, right? We have heard about Shiva, we have heard about Brahma, Vishnu, we have heard about Lakshmi, Saraswati, we have heard about Durga, we have heard about Ganesha, we've heard about so many gods and goddesses. But Bhava Vritti, is there a god? No. In Vedas, that is why we go very deep into the Vedas. So latest from science, deep knowledge from the Vedas, we bring together, and ये दोनों इनकी मिलन होने के लिए एक और कंपोनेंट इंपॉर्टेंट है. वो कंपोनेंट है ज्योमेट्री, साउंड एंड प्लांट्स. सो ये नॉलेज से, फ्रॉम दिस नॉलेज which is coming both from quantum physics, it is coming from cutting edge mathematics, it is coming from unified theories, from the standard model, from cosmology, the latest, plus the deepest knowledge from the Vedas. Yeah. And then we talk about how geometry and mathematics create the fields, and how these fields are closely interlinked with sound. So जब हम बीज मंत्र की बात करते हैं, when we talk about बीज mantras like Hreem, Kleem, Sauhu, so many bij mantras are there. When we take these mantras, the bij mantras, Om, for example, Om is a very commonly known bij mantra. So when we take these bij mantras, put it on the geometry, and then you take something that is from the plants. तो अभी तीसरा component आ गया जो अपनी जड़ी बूटी का और plantation का. So these three things, if you put together, then it creates portals, it creates openings. And वो openings में हमको एक झलक, we get a glimpse of the underlying nature of reality. So ये course में you actually become the creator. When you draw the mandala, you are actually syncing yourself with the field, with the tattva of the creator. In fact, अपना नासदीय सूक्ता में बताया जाता है कि even our Trinity, Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu, they will not know how creation happened. उनको भी पता नहीं है कि सृष्टि कैसा हुआ, क्योंकि वो सृष्टि के बाद ही आए. They are a part of the creation. But how creation itself happened, that is another understanding. So Mandala Vatika course takes you into that understanding. So that understanding with the scientific knowledge, with geometry, and many of you, बहुत लोग ऐसे सोचते हैं कि अरे बाप रे, इसमें तो हमको कुछ जॉय कंपस लेके कुछ घुमाना पड़ेगा. अरे मैं तो कंपस छुआ ही नहीं, 40 साल से 40 years I have not touched a geometry box. How will I make mandalas? Don't worry. This course is so simplified that it is for everybody, whether you can use geometry box or not. We will make sure that you have the Mandala Vatika experience. So in this course, we take, in the old days, in the Vedic tradition, ऐसी बगीचे बनते थे physical world में. So in a physical space, the Mandala Vatikas were created. So you have Nakshatravana, you have got Rishi Vana, you have got Rashi Vana, you have got Navagraha Vana. These vanas are quite common. A lot of people make them, although they don't make them as per the precise geometry that is in the Shastras, but nonetheless, they put all the plants together. But then there are many other vanas. Like we saw, there is Siddhi Vinayaka Mandala Vatika, there is Varal Mahalakshmi Mandala Vatika, Durga Mandala Vatika, then there is Sudarshana Mandala Vatika, Rudra Mandala Vatika. There are so many Mandala Vatikas. There is Saraswati Mandala Vatika. So many Mandala Vatikas are there. Yeah? So when we start to go deep into this science, what the ancients did, तो पूर्वज लोग क्या करते थे, एक जमीन में ये नक्शा बनाते थे. So they used to put the geometry of the mandala. So mandala geometry they will put on the ground. Then in the specific places, they will plant the trees. So which tree has to come where? That is all by Shastras. So they will plant the trees in the particular places. They will wait for it to grow. And after that, they will sit under that tree and then they will do the meditation with the Bij mantras. And they used to have very deep experiences. So har ek ka jo hai, it is not possible that everybody has the physical space to make a Mandala Vatika. So the beauty of this science is it takes that whole thing to a tabletop version. तो आप एक A3 size paper पे you can draw the mandala. Then the puja chants are given as a part of the course. And then the plant flowers or plant parts which are to be put at that particular places in the mandala, that is also taught to you. So you will sit as a creator, जो जैसे एक सृष्टिकार हो पूरा ब्रह्मांड का, ऐसा आप बैठेंगे मंडला के सामने और वो पूजा की जो मंत्र है वो मंत्र साउंड वेव्स है, ज्योमेट्री से जो है वो फील्ड्स बनता है, तत्व बनता है, वो तत्व और बीज मंत्र की जो मिलन है, और तीसरा कंपोनेंट जो पौधे का फूल हो या पत्ता हो या जड़बूटी हो, जो भी अपना स्पेसिफाइड है वो आप डालेंगे वो वाटिका पे, वो पेपर पे, and you can do a beautiful meditation which will be in Gurudev's voice and you have a wonderful experience, है ना? So people who have done Mandala Vatika, for you this is all of you have done this and you are all very excited. So you are now waiting for what is going to be the next mandala, है ना? But I have to say this because many people here are first timers and they are very interested because most of you have spoken to your friends. You have said this course, next time it is there, you must come and do. So you have invited them for this intro talk, है ना, for this unveiling. So we have to take care of them. That is why half an hour I spent on giving you an understanding of the mandala, and my timing is correct. Exactly 3:30. I wanted to finish that, so I am on time. So now to just give you, I will play a small video which is about just 5-7 minutes. And those who have done my courses will recognize most of the images that are coming in that video. But I want you to completely focus on that video Because if you do that, it will take you to a different state of mind. And for those of you who are coming for the first time, you will thoroughly enjoy it because you have not seen any of this. Okay, you may have seen it in bits and pieces somewhere, but you have not seen this put together. It has been done at a very subtle level. है ना? So the video on top of it just looks like some images and some music in the background and all that. But there is a lot of subtlety. And many of you who have done Mandala Vatika course know that in this course there are many subtle messages, subliminal messaging it is called. है ना? So what I tell you is half of it. What I don't tell you, but I convey in a subliminal way, that is what you actually experience. तो वो सूक्ष्म बात जो हम बताते हैं, एक्चुअली बोल में नहीं बताते उसको, लेकिन इट इज अ सटल, एक सटल तरीके से जो आपको इंपैक्ट मिलेगा, वो इंपैक्ट आप एक्सपीरियंस किए हैं जो लोग मंडला वाटिका कोर्स में बैठे हैं. जो नहीं बैठे हैं उनके लिए भी ये वीडियो बहुत ही अद्भुत रहेगा और मुझे आशा है कि you will enjoy it as much as I enjoyed this particular video. So I'll just quickly share screen and I will play this video. It's a very small video. It's not a very long video. So I will just share this with you. So somebody can just give me a thumbs up, or if you don't hear it play, then just stop me. So पूरा ब्रह्मांड में, everywhere you look in the universe, there is sacred geometry. The mandalas are everywhere because mandalas are the heart of creation. सृष्टि तो मंडला से ही हुआ था. मंडला, that wave function, जो तत्व बोलते हैं, जो field बोलते हैं, that is the starting point of creation. तो अगर हम एक नजर से, if we look through our inner eye, what is creation? You will find मंडला से भरा पड़ा है. पूरा ब्रह्मांड जो है, everywhere you look, actually it is only a mandala. So this course, you experience how universal mandalas are. Sacred geometry is everywhere you look, there is sacred geometry. It is all the fields interacting, and the interaction of the fields can only take place through geometry. It cannot take place through any other way. So this geometry is the heart of Mandala Vatika. And you will explore some fabulous aspects of this geometry, sound, and plant frequency. So this is what the course is about. So now let me tell you how we came about the mandala for January. हमने कैसा आया वो मंडला जनवरी में करने का है, और क्यों इतना दिन हमको रोकना पड़ा इसको अनाउंस करने में. So the first thing you will understand is that we did Durga Mandala during Navratri, and in the course you saw the connection between COVID and the Durga Tattva, है ना, the disruptor. Chaos theory में हमने we found out ना that constant, yeah. So the Feigenbaum constant, which you all found in your mandala when you drew, okay? So that chaos theory and Durga and COVID, Navratri, you understood that part of it. Now, after we have done that, with the grace of the universe, with the grace of the Guru Tattva, we are getting a small glimpse. हाँ, दिल्ली में फिर भी आजकल स्थित परिस्थिति ठीक नहीं है, but overall if you look at the whole globe and the whole planet, पूरा आप संसार देखें, तो somewhere we are getting this small understanding that maybe we will be now looking upwards. मतलब we will be able to beat this corona and our life will, move forward. So this much we are slowly, everybody is getting this. Slowly, we are beginning to understand that no need to be, like Masho, go anywhere in crowded places and say, I will not wear mask. Aisa nahi. But overall, we are getting this inner insight. Something is telling us that the worst of corona seems to be finished. Now, it will take time, but we are on the road to recovery. Now, we need another kind of tattva to move forward with our life. है ना? How to handle chaos, we did with Durga Tattva. And we did that with Durga Mandala Vatika. And I have had personally so many of you write to me how you managed to surf the wave using the Durga Mandala Vatika technique. Yeah. So this actually you experienced. So now we need another kind of energy. We need an energy which is of courage. एक आत्मनिर्भर, आत्मविश्वास, हम खुद के inner strength, our own belief that we have got an inner strength that will take us through life. That courage needs to come. For that also, we have a Mandala Vatika. And that Mandala Vatika, the hint for that Mandala Vatika will come from here. Where will it come from? It will come from this particular. Okay. So here you will see, I'm giving it to you now. Most of you will recognize this. This is the spear, also called veil, of Muruga. So the Mandala Vatika of January is going to be Muruga Mandala Vatika. So Muruga is a god who was very, very popular throughout not only India, but throughout the world. You know, you have documentation of Skanda, who is one of the forms of Muruga in Greece. We will see that. In this course, we will see the connection between Zeus's son. Zeus is a Greek god like Shiva. And Zeus's son Ares is like our Muruga. And he is actually called Skanda there. We have Muruga in Japan. We have Muruga in China. Muruga was all over the world. And North India, when we had the Gupta, Chandragupta Maurya, the Gupta Empire, the main god in that Gupta Empire was Skanda. Skanda is known by many names. We call him Subramanya. We call him Muruga. We call him Skanda. We call him, many names are there. But you will see that this particular tattva, the tattva of Muruga is it is a need of the hour today. So you will see this picture. Today, mostly you will find some of the most famous, I think one of the very famous Murugan temples is actually in Singapore. Yeah. So you have a very famous one. And of course, in Tamil Nadu today, you still have very famous Muruga temples. And in Tamil Nadu, Muruga is considered a very, very chief god. After Shiva, or on par with Shiva, Muruga is considered to be the deity which everybody prays to. Yeah. So Muruga has got a very divine quality, which now Shanmukha, you see this Muruga here has got 6 heads. And then he has got his 2 consorts here. Yeah. So all this we will study in this Muruga Mandala Vatika. Now, while we think that Muruga is actually a god he's a war god. So, agar aapko dhairyata chahiye, you need courage, you need to be fearless to move forward in life, then a lot of people invoke Subramanya or Muruga as the tattva. They pray to him. They pray to him means they invoke that wave function into their life. So their reality will have that wave function integrated. So you become, just like during the COVID, you used Durga Mandala Vatika to surf the chaos. So you integrated Durga's wave function into your own reality and you are able to surf the chaos. Similarly, when you want to become courageous, you have been suppressed everywhere, you are being afraid. You want to break free from this. Then you invoke the tattva of Subramanya. But what we will also find in this course is that Muruga is actually Guru Tattva. The deeper aspect of Muruga is the Guru Tattva. He is an embodiment of all knowledge. And this is a very interesting picture because it shows you where Muruga is sitting at a level higher than his father Shiva and he is whispering something into Shiva's ears. He is teaching Shiva knowledge. In this Mandala Vatika, we will actually speak about this particular aspect of the Guru Tattva. When you have knowledge, you become fearless. आप निर्भय कब होते हैं? When are you without any fear? When you fully know what is happening, when your knowledge is 100%. You see, you go to an exam, let us say, or you go to an interview. When will you walk into an exam or an interview without fear? When you have knowledge. है ना? That knowledge is the Guru Tattva. So the most powerful God for accessing Guru Tattva is Subramania. Subramania is one of the names of Muruga. So we will explore in Muruga Mandala Vatika the history. Who was Muruga? Where did he come from? What do our Puranas say about Muruga? What is the background? How did he come? And all that secret information is embedded in the mandala. So we will explore the mandala. You will draw the mandala, and then we will explore in the mandala the rahasya, the secrets. It's not really the secrets, but the power which is embedded of the Muruga Tattva, the Subramanya Tattva, the Kumara Tattva. All these are names. There are many names for Muruga. And all these names mean various aspects, various wave function transformations of the mandala, of the Muruga Mandala. So we will explore a lot. How did Muruga get created? वो किधर से आया? उसका पुराण में क्या बताता है? There is a Skanda Purana. There is a big text. अपना साहित्य, अपना संस्कृति में जो है, there is a Skanda Purana. And we will also explore Skanda Purana to understand scientifically what this tattva is, what this wave function is, and how you can use this wave function to manifest in your life so that in your reality, you have the knowledge and you have the courage to move forward. So these are very, very interesting things, because Muruga is considered to be a god who takes away your karma, your past karmas. Muruga has the capacity to take it away. Who is the only other tattva who has that same capacity? It is the Guru Tattva. A guru in your life does the same thing. चाहे आपकी जो भी कर्म हो, पिछले जन्म का या past lives का जो भी आपका कर्म है, the one who will take away that is only a guru, the Guru Tattva. Subramania also has that same capacity. And people pray. Actually, लोग जाके सुब्रमण्य से प्रार्थना करते हैं, उनसे मांगते हैं, वर मांगते हैं कि हमारा जो भी कर्म है, बुरा कर्म है, जो भी हमारी जिंदगी में रुकावट अभी डाल रहा है, उनको मैं आपको समर्पण करता हूं. ऐसा जाके डिवोटीज करते हैं. The only other tattva which does that is the Guru Tattva. And that is why, while we think of Subramanya as a war god, okay, so who killed the Asuras, who were tormenting the Devas and all that, we will go into that also. But what you really will understand in Muruga Mandala Vatika is that the courage is coming because he has knowledge, and he is supreme knowledge. What even Shivaji did not know, what Lord Shiva did not know, this Subramanya was able to whisper into his ear. Itna gyani, he is actually the embodiment of knowledge. So we will explore all this in the Muruga Mandala Vatika, which is coming up. Okay, so the details of the course, actually, I will ask one of my, we have a very able band of volunteers. Divya, of course, you saw, she introduced the program. We have Megha, Radhik, We have got Raja doing the technical. Archana ji, who is actually a little unwell now, so she could not attend. Kritika ji, I don't know whether she is here or not. But these are all the people without whom this course would not have happened. So I will ask one of my people, I'll ask Megha to come up and then talk about it. So just to give you a Sankshet Roop mein, people who have already registered earlier, माने कि जो दुर्गा मंडला वाटिका या जुलाई में जो हुआ था सिद्धि विनायका एंड Varamahalakshmi Mandala. If you have done a registered for a Mandala Vatika course earlier, then to register for January course, it is only 2,000 rupees. Okay. If you are registering first time for a Mandala Vatika course, the registration is 4,500 rupees. It is done like that because actually the first day is actually a repeat for them. So the main thing happens in the second, third, and fourth day. So it is 2 hours a day. The details will give you. But people who have already done this course, you have to register for the January course before 30th of November. Then it will be 2,000. It is actually an internal thing with the trust, but the trust is doing a migration. And after 30th, anybody who registers will have to pay 4,500. But all the people who have done up to now, you want to register before 30th November, it is only 2,000 rupees. Okay, so this is a decision that has been taken by the trust. Many reasons for it, but anyway, I could make it in such a way that at least you have time till 30th. So please inform your friends who have done the course and who wanted to do the course again that finish registration. आप 30 नवंबर से पहले आप register करेंगे as repeater तो सिर्फ 2,000 रुपए का होएगा आपका. उसके बाद कोई भी register करेगा वो 4,500 रुपया देना पड़ेगा. 4,500 you will have to. So other things are all as per the normal things. I am at 3:57. As you can see, the Kal Tattva is very much with me in the course. So time also stretches and shrinks as I am finishing what I have to say. I will request, first of all, thank you all for joining. We have 177, 180 people who are there in this. So it is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I'm so happy. I'm really looking forward to seeing all of you in the January course. It is going to be absolutely exciting. So many new things have happened in science. So many new discoveries from our Vedic traditions I have come to know. Why did we delay till today? Today starts the Skanda Shasti, which is actually this period, which is very auspicious for Muruga. So I was told by our master to announce it today. In fact, our master, Pujya Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji, he is actually conducting a talk, which is 3 days, I think it is. It is on the 3 powers of Muruga. So that the Tripura Rahasya, so the 3 powers of the Ichha Shakti, Prana Shakti, and the Kriya Shakti, how these 3 come together in the Muruga Tattva. He is going to speak about it. It actually starts today. So coinciding with that, I am unveiling the Muruga Mandala. I'm very blessed. Yeah. And really thank you one and all. I request now Megha to share the screen and announce the details of the January registration links, etc. Megha, please come on. You'll have to unmute yourself, Megha. Megha can't unmute herself. Why? How will somebody unmute her? 1 second. Megha Mehta, ask to unmute. Okay, try now.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Okay.
And thank you so much, sir, for this beautiful insight into the new मंडला. सो अभी हम आपके साथ शेयर करेंगे. सर, इफ यू कैन एनेबल माय स्क्रीन शेयरिंग आल्सो प्लीज.
Yes, absolutely.
प्रभाकर सर.
One second. Let me just do that. Where are you? Wait, how do I do it for you? 1 second. Okay.
So maybe you will.
1 second. No, I've got it here. I'll make you a co-host, so go ahead. Yeah.
Right, sir.
Yeah, now you can go ahead.
Right, sir. Okay. So here are the details of coming Mandala Vatika workshop. You can all see. So we have got two options. दो options हैं. एक है जनवरी 9 से 12 सुबह 11 से 1 2 घंटे का वर्कशॉप है 4 दिन के लिए. और दूसरा है 14 से 17 शाम को 7:30 से 9:30 बजे. तो आप कोई भी ऑप्शन चूज कर सकते हैं. हर रोज का रिकॉर्डिंग 24 आवर्स के लिए अवेलेबल रहेगा. आप सबको आपके मेल आईडीज पे आ जाएगा और आप 24 आवर्स तक उसे एक्सेस कर सकते हैं. जैसा सर ने बताया, कोर्स डोनेशन 2000 है रिपीटर्स के लिए और ये ऑप्शन अवेलेबल है 30th नवंबर तक बिकॉज ऑफ सम टेक्निकल स्टफ. तो 30th तक आप रजिस्टर कर सकते हैं. रजिस्ट्रेशन लिंक यहाँ पर दिया हुआ है, आप चाहें तो नोट कर लें. जूम चैट पर भी डाला गया है लिंक और आपको व्हाट्सएप पर भी आ जाएगा. और जो नए पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं फर्स्ट टाइम, उनके लिए 4500 डोनेशन है. ऑल्सो एक फॉर्म क्रिएट किया गया है गूगल फॉर्म जिसका लिंक जूम चैट पर है. आप उस फॉर्म को अगर भरेंगे तो आपके डिटेल्स हम तक आ जाएंगे और हम आपको रिमाइंडर भी दे सकते हैं. इफ़ यू वांट अस टू रिमाइंड यू अबाउट द डिटेल्स ऑफ द वर्कशॉप, प्लीज fill up the details on Google form and we will contact you, or you can also contact any of the volunteers mentioned here. So we all await to welcome you on the workshop. Join any batch. These are very very sacred dates. इस समय संक्रांति का टाइम होता है, तो ये बहुत ही अच्छा टाइम है कुछ अच्छा करने का, नया साल को शुरू करने का. So we really hope to see you all. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to any of us. Anything else you want to share, or anyone has any questions for sir? Yeah, if you want to join, please fill up the Google form. If you are not sure how to do the registration, we will help you if you give us your details. अगर आप ये जो Google form दिया गया है Zoom chat पर, उसमें अपने डिटेल्स डालेंगे तो हम आपको कॉल करके हेल्प कर सकते हैं रजिस्ट्रेशन में. यदि आप सीधा रजिस्ट्रेशन करना चाहें तो tiny.cc/mandala ये वाला जो लिंक है, आप इस पे पेमेंट करने का लिंक का प्रोसेस ये है कि आपको अपने बैंक अकाउंट, आप इंटरनेट बैंकिंग से कर सकते हैं. इस समय गूगल पे या डेबिट कार्ड का ऑप्शन अवेलेबल नहीं है ट्रस्ट की साइट पर. तो जब आप ये tiny.cc वाला लिंक खोलेंगे, मे बी मैं आपको दिखा देती हूँ आपको कैसे रजिस्टर करना है, तो थोड़ा आसान हो जाएगा आपके लिए. I'll just show you how to register. तो आपको बैंक ट्रांसफर करना होगा और आपके पास एक रिसीप्ट आ जाएगा. मैं आपको अभी दिखाती हूँ आप कैसे रजिस्टर कर सकते हैं. इट्स अ वेरी सिंपल प्रोसेस. I'll just show it to you. तो जब आप ये, I'm just sharing my screen again. जब आप ये tiny.cc वाला फॉर्म खोलेंगे, लिंक खोलेंगे, तो ऐसा एक पेज खुलेगा, मंडला ऑनलाइन कोर्स रजिस्ट्रेशन. यहाँ पे ट्रस्ट का नाम, अकाउंट नंबर और कोर्स के डेट्स और टाइमिंग्स भी हैं. आपको अपने इंटरनेट बैंकिंग में ये वाला अकाउंट नंबर रजिस्टर करना है और उसके बाद इस अकाउंट में विदिन 25 मिनट्स ये अकाउंट जब आप एंटर करेंगे तो रजिस्टर हो जाएगा. उसके बाद आप आधे घंटे के बाद अपने अकाउंट से इस अकाउंट में पैसा ट्रांसफर कर सकते हैं थ्रू नेट बैंकिंग. इस समय हमारे पास ये ऑप्शन है. आने वाले दिनों में हो सकता है हम दूसरे ऑप्शंस भी अवेलेबल करें. तो जब आप पैसे ट्रांसफर कर देंगे, फिर आपको एक रिसीप्ट आएगा कि द ट्रस्ट हैज गॉट द मनी and it will confirm you about your registration. So that is the process to register as of now. Okay. I think
Okay,
that
thank you one and all. Thank you. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Guru.